Coming up on News Live at 6, DPS investigates anti-Semitic graffiti found in Lawrinson Hall. Our John Perik has how students are reacting.
Plus, we have a major update in the Alice Sebold case, her response to Anthony Broadwater's exoneration next.
And the Supreme Court hears a major abortion case. All that and more. Citrus TV News Live at 6 starts right now.
Now, Citrus TV News Live at 6 starts with breaking news.
Yes, says anti-Semitic graffiti was found in Lawrinson Hall today. Welcome into News Live at 6. I'm Ashley Wenskoski.
And I'm Louise Rath in for Trey Redfield. The graffiti has since been taken down.
Our Citrus TV reporter John Perik joins us now from Lawrinson Hall with more. John, what can you tell us?
Louise, good evening. Tonight, reports of anti-Semitic graffiti returned to the Syracuse University campus. Earlier today, DPS released a bias incident report outlining the details. And tonight, what we know is that the offensive language was first discovered right behind me here at Lawrinson Hall on the 7th floor. Now, DPS are currently saying that the graffiti was found on a dorm bulletin board and has since been removed. Now, this marks the first publicly announced bias incident report by DPS in months, the last coming on August 25th when graffiti claimed to be offensive to the transgender community was discovered in Shaw Hall. And today, DPS Chief Bobby Maldonado commented on the anti-Semitic graffiti, saying it is frustrating to see this kind of behavior on our campus, particularly while our Jewish community members celebrate Hanukkah. Maldonado went on to say, our team is working diligently to identify the person or persons responsible for this conduct and encourage anyone with information to please come forward. Now, as Maldonado mentioned in that statement, the investigation is still ongoing, but DPS did say in the bias incident report that they have already completed a canvass of the area. Tonight, they are also interviewing students, and right now they are looking at security footage to see if they can get anything to help them with their investigation. But as it stands tonight, no suspects have been reported. For now, live outside of Lawrinson Hall, I'm John Perik, Citrus TV News.
John Perik, thank you so much. This comes just over 2 years after a series of nearly 20 bias incidents rocked the SU campus. DPS is also asking anyone with information about this latest incident to contact them. And we have new details in the Alice Sebold case. The best-selling author has apologized for wrongly identifying Anthony Broadwater as her rapist 30 years ago. Citrus TV reporter Nicole Aponte joins us in studio with an update on this decades-old court case that started in an off-campus neighborhood. Nicole?
Good evening, Ashley. Syracuse University alum and author Alice Sebold has apologized to the innocent man who spent 16 years in prison accused for her rape. Broadwater, convicted in 1982, was forced to register as a sex offender upon his release from prison in 1998. He was exonerated last week after the case was re-examined. Prosecutors determined the case had serious flaws in both his arrest and trial. In his statement today, Sebold said, "I am sorry most of all for the fact that the life you could have led was unjustly robbed from you, and I know that no apology can change what happened to you and never will." Sebold apologized in her statement for taking part in a legal system that she says has systemic problems throughout history. She also wrote that in seeking justice for herself, she had harmed Broadwater and affected his life forever. Sebold's best-selling book, Lucky, was based on her rape that happened in 1981 in the off-campus neighborhood in Thornton Park. It was the book that started her career. Now the publishing company says it will no longer distribute the novel. After years of private investigation, the case has been proven to be flawed on 2 accounts. Sebold's identification of Broadwater as her rapist in the courtroom in 1981, and the now discredited method of microscopic hair analysis. After Sebold's apology today, Broadwater said in a statement, "It's still painful to me because I was wrongly convicted, but this will help me in my process to come to peace with what happened." His lawyers say that Broadwater burst into tears when he heard that Sebold had apologized. He is both relieved and grateful and accepts her apology. Ashley, Louise, back to you.
Nicole, thank you. A critical student resource is back up tonight after an hours-long outage. Blackboard was down for several hours earlier today. Many students reported not being able to access the site. The university has not commented on the outage.
And earlier today, the annual SU College of Art sale started at the Schaefer Art Building. Items were on sale ranging in price from $5 to $100. Our Citrus TV reporter Ilana Epstein is there live right now, and she has more for us. Ilana?
Hey guys, Citrus TV. Really, Josh keeps us on the phone. Louise and Ashley. Right now, I am standing outside of the Schaefer Art Building, where just a couple of hours ago, many Syracuse University students presented their work. Now, this event took place in the lobby right here behind me, and it takes place annually during the holidays. Both undergraduate and graduate students presented their work today. Today, I spoke with Thomas Harris, who is a senior studying illustration in the Schaefer Art School. He told me how the different tables were set up.
It's split up into 3 different groups. There's ceramics, there's print, and there's jewelry. And it's student and grad student, undergrads, as well as some professors have their.
Now, Thomas also said that this is a very big event for art students. He went into detail about the preparation of this art sale.
Setting up tables, making flyers, distributing that, and then everybody had to have their work ready for today and to be able to have it.
Thomas shared with me that any year student can participate in this event as long as they have a piece of work to share that they want to be sold. The pieces of artwork ranged between $5 and over $100. This event is well anticipated and takes place every year during the holiday season. The event will continue through this Friday between the hours of 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. From outside of the Schaefer Art Building, I'm Ilana Epstein, Citrus TV News.
Alana, thank you. Now to the latest COVID news on campus. SU is requiring all Day Hall residents to get tested for COVID. The university says this is necessary because of a detection in wastewater testing. SU says this is merely a precautionary measure.
And now the latest on COVID numbers across the university. There are currently 34 active cases on campus, an increase of 7 from yesterday. And there are 10 new student cases and 2 new employee cases. The positivity rate on campus is currently 0.1%.
Also on the COVID front, New York State data says 92% of Syracuse's staffed hospital beds are full. This means just 73 beds are available across all 4 of the city's hospitals. Many New York hospitals are facing staffing shortages due to the state's vaccine mandate for healthcare workers. Department of Health data shows that Syracuse hospitals have lost 294 staffed beds since August.
And happening right now in western New York, both Erie and Monroe counties are under emergency COVID orders. Now, Onondaga County Executive Ryan McMahon says rates of hospitalizations in the county are well below those of Erie and Monroe. And McMahon also says the number of new COVID-19 cases here fell over the past week. So we can't expect any new mandates in the coming days.
Public health officials in California say that they have found the first case of the Omicron variant in the United States. This comes as an Ithaca-based company says its COVID-19 testing kits can detect the new variant. This from the founder and CEO of the company Rionix. They also created a test that could detect COVID-19 and the flu in one go. That is currently awaiting approval from the FDA. And you know, Louise, it was pretty mild today, I would say, in the 40s. Clouds because we rarely see sunshine here in Syracuse, but I would say today was a mild day.
I would agree with you. Today was more mild than just a few days ago. Lighter wind, not as much cold, still waiting on some more snow here in Syracuse. But we're joined now by our weather anchor, Tegan Brown, who is live from the Citrus TV weather deck. Tegan?
Good evening, good evening, Louise and Ashley. It's a little bit chilly out here right now, but not too bad. My coat seems to be doing its job. About 37 degrees currently, low winds, as well as a low chance of rain. Now, continuing on to tonight, it's actually going to warm up a bit, going to 39 degrees. However, that chance of rain is going to increase to around 50%, and it's going to be mostly cloudy. Now, if we're taking a look at temperatures throughout the night, they're staying pretty consistent, increasing by about 1 degree every 2 hours, and we'll see that chance of rain increase as we get through the night. That's all I have for you right now. Reporting live from the Citrus TV weather deck, Tegan Brown.
Tegan, thank you. And with the weather getting cold, that means it's ski season here in the Northeast. And professional ski racers took to the slopes in Vermont this past weekend for the first time since the COVID pandemic began. Citrus TV reporter Zach Richter joins us now with more. Zach?
Thanks, Louise. This past weekend's race was the first time that there was a professional ski race in the U.S. since the pandemic began. It's part of the Olympic trial process for the ski racers leading up to the Winter Olympics in February. The Killington Cup has returned to Vermont as an annual tradition of watching the world's best female ski racers. Organizers start preparing the race trail in mid to late October, before there is even snow on the ground to get it ready for Thanksgiving weekend. Killington's Director of Communications, Amy Larmy, says it's definitely a challenge to put on this event this early in the season.
We make snow whenever possible. Sometimes it might only be up high on Superstar, but in any case, we'll make snow up high on the trail, get as much snow as possible, and then we have the ability to push the snow down with our groomers.
And because of the ongoing pandemic, proof of vaccination and/or proof of negative tests was required for every one of the over 10,000 spectators.
We're hosting the largest event in the state of Vermont, the World Cup, and it's an international event with people flying in from all over the world. So given the fact that COVID is still unfortunately around, we wanted to make sure we have a safe event for everybody.
And here in Killington, it's more than just a ski race. It's a celebration of skiing with live music, a whole festival, and more. And a few Syracuse University students went to the event and describe how it's something they'll never forget.
On Saturday, but on Sunday, they were able to have the slalom race, and it was incredible. The vibes were immaculate. So many people there, great energy.
I grew up ski racing, so I'm someone that's really passionate there and loves to watch some of the skiers that I've watched for years and compete. Such a cutthroat sport, and it's really just a mystery who's going to take it every year. But yeah, it was awesome to see Michaela Schifrin win.
And your champion from the United States of America, Michaela Schifrin.
Hometown favorite Michaela Schifrin has not lost a slalom race at Killington in the past 5 years. She is also now qualified for the Olympic Games in Beijing come February. Ashley, Louise.
Thank you. 2 SU professors are receiving a National Health Award. Professor Alison Pattison and David Mozadezi are receiving the Maximizing Investigators Research Award from the National Institute of Health. They have done research for advances in disease diagnosis, treatment, and prevention.
And Governor Kathy Hochul is bringing Interstate 81 interest to the nation's capital. Hochul plans to emphasize the importance of a $2 billion project to rebuild Interstate 81. She's set to meet privately with Mitch Landrieu, who is overseeing a spending from a $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill signed into law 2 weeks ago. Hochul's office says she plans to spell out New York's priorities in today's meeting.
Coming up after the break, the Supreme Court hears a major abortion case. We have more details next.
And CNN makes a decision about Chris Cuomo. We'll have the details. Stay with us.
Did you hear about the pony with a sore throat? He was a little horse. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why couldn't the Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Where do cats go on vacation? New York.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham, bam, minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
You're watching Citrus TV News with Trey Redfield, Ashley Wenskoski, Tegan Brown, and Zach Richter. Citrus TV News, your campus news leader.
Welcome back to News Live at 6. With Thanksgiving now behind us, the attention of many turns to Christmas. Citrus TV's Tyler Melito went to one local Christmas tree farm to see how they are preparing for the holiday season.
Like Christmas, especially here in Central New York. And this has many people excited.
I really love the tree part. I have to tell you that I would have a Christmas tree in my house all year just because of how cozy it makes you.
At Page's Christmas Tree Farm in Manlius, despite the number of people, they always have enough trees to go around.
Well, the secret to that is it takes about 9 to 10 years to grow a Christmas tree. So the secret is to grow a generation every year.
Now, one of the things that makes Page's so special is that it's been family owned and operated for decades. But why do people keep coming back with their own families?
They have fun. It's a good experience for people. Not only do they get a tree, it's a family experience. They like to do it with their whole family. We'll have sometimes 2 or 3 carloads of people come to get one tree.
In Manlius, I'm Tyler Melito, Citrus TV.
Tyler, thank you. The U.S. Supreme Court is hearing Dobbs v. Jackson Women's Health Organization. The case will settle whether or not the new Mississippi abortion law is constitutional, and the legislation bans abortions after 15 weeks of pregnancy.
Mississippi Solicitor General Scott Stewart is arguing that the case is not connected to any other historical precedent. However, many argue that this is a direct challenge to Roe v. Wade. Pro-life and pro-choice activists were both demonstrating in Washington today.
And CNN is suspending anchor Chris Cuomo indefinitely, pending further evaluation. This comes after new documents reveal his involvement in Governor Andrew Cuomo's response to allegations of sexual harassment. Chris Cuomo said on his radio show earlier today that it was embarrassing, but he understands it.
When we come back, we'll take a look at your weather all across Central New York. Guys, stay with us.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
They took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
From the Citrus TV Weather Center, this is SU's most accurate weather forecast.
Welcome back to Citrus TV News live at 6. First, let's take a look at our temperatures across Central New York. Now, right here in Syracuse, it's about 37 degrees, as I said earlier when I was outside, which honestly is not too bad, just a little bit chilly. You might need a pair of gloves if you're going to be out there for a little while, but traveling west over to Rochester, only 1 degree warmer, 38 degrees, so about the same that we're seeing here. North to Fulton, 36, a little bit lower, and all the way south down to Elmira and Binghamton, 38 and 36, so pretty consistent temperatures across the state here. Now moving on to our 5-day forecast, we're seeing a little bit of some different weather this week. Now don't mind on Friday where it says snow. I promise it's going to be sunny. That is a little bit of my mistake there, but we are going to see both some rain and some snow this week. Rain tomorrow on Thursday, snow on Saturday when Syracuse will be playing, so I always have to put that little S there. Now, speaking of Syracuse, Trey, what's going on in sports?
Tegan, if your eyes weren't on Syracuse men's basketball last night, you're crazy. A 1987 national championship rematch led to Buddy Boeheim saying it was the best game he's ever been a part of in his Orange career. Why was that? Well, we're going to have to find out in a flash.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, we mobbing. Come on, girl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl.
Your girls have been with you through every moment of your life. They were with you when you felt unbreakable. With you that time you felt most alone. And with you when you realized you would never be. They were with you when you shared your love with the world. And with you when she became your world. Your girls have never left you. They're still with you right now. But how well do you know them? You don't know mine. Knowing your breasts can save your life.
And now, your Citrus TV Sports Report.
After going 1-2 in the battle for Atlantis last week, Syracuse men's basketball had itself a tall task to get back on track against undefeated Indiana, but the Orange and Hoosiers needed extra basketball to find a victor. Welcome into sports. I'm Trey Redfield. SU had an 18-point lead at halftime, but IU just came storming back in the second set of 20. Roll the tape. Let's pick it up with less than a minute to go in this one. Now, 35 seconds left to be exact. Look how wide open Jesse Edwards gets here. Wider than my window on a hot summer day. Edwards puts it home. It's a 6-point game, but just like how Indiana was all second half, it came roaring back. Here's a three-pointer from Patrick Stewart. He had 20 points on the day, and it was a 1-point game, but things got crazier thanks to Christian Lander. He intentionally misses the free throw, and Trace Jackson Davis gets fouled. He makes both free throws at the stripes. We're going to overtime, tied at 88. And then JG3 being the hero. Not the case this time around. He misses the three, a scramble down low. You think it's a jump ball? Not so fast, my friend. Timeout, Indiana. Let's go to double OT, where Buddy Boeheim was money. He gets the two there with 2 to go. It's 105-101. And then Indiana came back again. So was Joe Girard going to be the hero this time around? Well, hey, let's find out together. Why not? Boeheim to Girard. He gets fouled with a second left. And what does Joe Girard do? One of the best free throw shooters in the land. He makes both of them. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was all she wrote. Cuse takes it 112-110. Coach Boeheim, what a game.
When they caught him up and scored the first points and got the 4-point lead, there's not many people that thought we were going to win the game except those guys. And they made plays and won the game.
And if it weren't for them, this team would never have given Indiana its first loss of the season. The starting five for Syracuse combined for 106 points last night. Boeheim's 27 will be needed on Saturday against Florida State. The last time the senior went to Tallahassee, he didn't score a single point. Tip-off is set for 4, but join us for Orange Press Pass at 8 right here on OTN. So the men's side had its Big Ten ACC Challenge last night. Syracuse women's basketball has its clash tonight. The Orange welcome 18th-ranked Ohio State in the Dome, but to say Cuse has struggled against the Buckeyes, it's an understatement, all right. The Orange are 1-9 against the Buckeyes all-time, with their only win coming in December of 2010. It only gets tougher when you talk about how complete the visitors are in 2021. Ohio State has 4 different players that average 10 or more points per game. Tip-off is set for 8 o'clock. Be sure to follow Steven Sklar on Twitter at Stephen A. Sklar, your women's basketball beat reporter, for in-game updates. Fire and ice don't mesh together when you talk about the NHL. But when you're talking about the Rangers, oh, it's a match made in heaven. New York is red hot, winning 7 of its last 8. It's also a 3-game winning streak for the boys in blue. But the Rangers have the chance to make it 4 in a row tonight against the Flyers. Face-off from Madison Square Garden is coming up in about 30 minutes on MSG. Guys, back to you.
Hey, thank you. Coming up after the break, we'll have one last look at your weather.
I hear the alarm bell go off in school. I think it's an air raid. A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close. I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us. But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words. These are not my words. These are not my words.
Fancy pants peanut butter? A big screen television? You haven't even bought a sofa yet. A motorcycle? When your father finds out, he's gonna flip his shoes with 2 buckles? What do you even need 2 buckles for? Mr. Big Shot, buying whiskey shots for everybody in the bar. From the looks of it, I'd say nobody even remembers. Feed the pig.
Come on, it's not that hard.
My big man fingers are having a problem with these little tiny buttons.
Whoa, watch it there. Your blood pressure's gonna go through the roof.
Tell me about it. I'm trying to learn how to get it down. Instead, it keeps going up.
High blood pressure can increase the risk for heart attack or stroke. Learn how to keep yours at a healthy range.
Ever hear a voice command? Just say text barbershop to 97779.
That's not what I said.
Just give me that. Now my blood pressure's up.
Welcome back to Live at 6 once again. Now let's take a look at tomorrow morning and a little bit throughout the day. Starting out at 9 a.m., it's going to be about 46 degrees, skipping ahead a few hours to 3:49, and at 6:45, again, there will be a high chance of rain, and along with that, there will be high winds, so make sure you grab a jacket. Ashley, Louise, back to you.
Thanks, Tegan. At least it's rain and not snow for now. And all the dessert lovers out there, today is your day to celebrate. It's National Pie Day in the U.S., and no, we're not celebrating the number pie.
If you choose to celebrate today, bake some of your favorite pies or even enjoy some leftovers from Thanksgiving. Maybe invite someone over to your dorm or apartment to cut into your favorite pie. Now, pie is my dad's favorite food. He does not do well with chocolate or most other sweets, so if we're ever having dessert, he will ask my mother to make him a pie.
I love that. You know, pumpkin pie, Thanksgiving classic, we just had it recently.
Yes.
Convenient that it's
Very
Pie Day
convenient.
today. That's all the time we have today on Citrus TV News.
For more of the latest, follow us on Twitter at CitrusTV News or check out our website at citrustv.com.
For all of us at Citrus TV News, I'm Ashley Wenskoski.
And I'm Louise Rath. Have a great night, Syracuse.